Well, let's go ahead and get started. I think one or two people just arrived. Now I won't ask for a repeat of the introduction, but I'm Jeff Marsh, one of the owners, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about our machine today. We were involved in the design of this machine and built it based on our analysis of other machines on the market, in addition to feedback from thousands of our customers over the years. Our machine is solidly built and weighs a little bit more than some other machines on the market. It's more attractive and it's much more technically advanced than competing machines. We built it to be plug and play so that you can add new technology as it becomes available. Just as there are standard cell phones and then smartphones, there are standard vending machines and then our smart machine. I'll tell you in a minute about some of the features that set our machine apart. But the first thing you need to know is that our machines are made in the U.S. This is one of three critical factors. Every part of the process, from the initial punching of the steel to powder coat painting, to component installation, to final inspection, is done in the manufacturing facility in Illinois. The manufacturer we partnered with has been producing vending machines for over 25 years and has also manufactured machines for Coca-Cola, Nestle, and other major corporations. If you choose, you can even visit the state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Illinois, take a factory tour, and watch your machines being built. You can't fake machine quality when the proof is right in front of you. Buying American-made machines keeps your dollars in the U.S. instead of sending them overseas. You don't have to worry about the economies of China or other countries or potential trade wars, embargoes, tariffs, or other issues. And you don't have to worry about the availability of parts if there is a trade disruption with another country. The second critical factor is that our machine complies with the vending standards in the 2012 Americans with Disabilities Act. The law requires that no operable part of a vending machine be higher than 48 inches or lower than 15 inches, and this includes the drink product door. The fine for violating the ADA rule is $55,000 for the first violation and $110,000 for any further violations. Several companies selling vending machines are selling non-compliant machines. These are typically machine resellers, internet companies who sell many different models from many different manufacturers. The law states that it is the machine operator who bears the responsibility to ensure the machine meets the law. It is not the manufacturer who's liable. This also becomes an issue when looking at used machines. Since the release of the new ADA guidelines, there are plenty of non-compliant used machines on the market. Make sure you verify 48 and 15. The third critical factor is that our machine is NAMA certified. NAMA, the National Automatic Merchandising Association, is the watchdog of the vending industry. NAMA sets vending machine manufacturing standards that ensure electrical safety and health standards. Here's their 45-page standard. Its formal title is the Standard for Sanitary Design and Construction of Food and Beverage Vending Machines. NAMA inspectors use a 79-point checklist when they visit a manufacturing facility and certify a machine. There are 709 models of vending machines on the certification list. I'm amazed at how many of our competitors are selling non-certified machines. The list of certified machines is available on NAMA's website. Your machine is your #1 business asset. You want to make sure you're buying a certified machine. You wouldn't buy a home without having an expert inspect it first. They know what to look for. For your own protection and liability, demand the same level of scrutiny with your vending machines. Your success depends on it. Complying with the Americans with Disabilities Act keeps your machine legal. Manufacturing your machine in the U.S. and maintaining NAMA certification levels makes your machine top quality. It's how we're able to offer a 7-year warranty when the standard in the industry is 1 to 3 years. So that's the big picture. Now let's talk about specifics. The refreshment station is made up of 4 components: the snack unit, the drink unit, the payment and media console, and the optional entree and side dish unit. Let's take a look at the snack unit first. The snack unit holds a variety of different sizes of products. Chips go on the top row, smaller products like Pop-Tarts, cookies, and popcorn go on the middle row, and the bottom row is typically for candy, peanuts, Snickers, and other popular candy. Larger products can be vended in the entree unit, which we'll talk about in a moment. The snack unit uses LED lighting, which cuts energy cost. The snack trays tilt for easier loading. Each coil has its own motor. The motor's on the back of the tray, and the coil inserts into the motor. Choosing products for the snack section or any part of the refreshment station is all about experimenting to maximize income. We'll give you a list of the most popular selling products for each section of your machine. They're the national bestsellers that you've seen advertised on TV and in magazines. This is a good place to start, but if you want to maximize your income, you'll experiment and try different products using our software or tracking forms if you prefer to track the results of your product trials. A good example is the variety of M&Ms. Statistically, peanut M&Ms are the most popular flavor nationwide. However, our employees here really like the new pretzel M&Ms, so that's what we have in our machine. We'll provide you with a list of the top sellers in every drink, snack, and entree category. You'll want to start with these products, but then find out what's going to sell best in each individual location. If you stick with the national bestsellers and never experiment, you'll probably do okay. But who wants to go into business to just do okay? Your coach will share a lot of great ideas with you to help you get off to a solid start in each location. Our support site, your distributor training manual, and other materials will add even more valuable information. Now let's take a look at the drink unit. As I mentioned earlier, we were involved in the design of this machine and could have dictated that it have any number of drink selections. We found that 8 selections was the optimal number. Some of the large glass front machines offer more selections, but you'll notice they usually have to double or triple up on popular drinks to have enough of each one. Our machine is designed to vend a variety of different sizes of cans and bottles, including glass bottles. And since your machine is not themed for one brand, you can vend Coke and Pepsi in the same machine, along with drinks from any other brand you choose. Our machine is designed to allow complete drink versatility. You can convert any column to vend cans or bottles. You can even set up your machine to vend all cans or all bottles. This is important as a growing number of companies like UPS will only allow bottles in their vending machines. Every drink must have a lid. We don't force you to vend cans in several of your selections like many machines on the market. And it's easy to load both cans and bottles. Our drink section is completely separated from the other sections of the machine. Drinks need to be cold, snacks do not. It's very hard to regulate a glass front machine where you want drinks on the bottom rows to be cold enough to meet customer expectation, but not waste a tremendous amount of energy cooling products that don't need to be cooled. These types of machines use more than double the energy our machine uses. In fact, some use quite a bit more. Our machine draws just 4.5 amps. One competing machine draws 15 amps, more than 3 times the amount of power. And we looked carefully at the quality and quantity of the insulation in our machine. This makes our machine much more energy efficient. It also results in less wear and tear on the compressor. In our machine, we use cyclopentane insulating foam. It not only insulates better than hydrofluorocarbon materials, but it also is much more environmentally friendly. It's the kind of win-win material we looked for when I served in the Navy submarine service, better for the equipment and better for the crew. These factors, along with a better name brand compressor, make our machine one of the most energy efficient machines on the market. By the way, our compressor is made by Tecumseh in Michigan. Now let's talk about the optional entree and side dish unit. Some of your highest profit products are in this unit. We built our machine to incorporate the entree unit and other future units that can be added to your machine. In this section, you can sell an entree or side dish for lunch or dinner. You can sell hot or cold cereals, soups, chili, or anything else you choose. In addition to being able to sell higher profit products, you're also more likely to sell multiple products. A person could purchase their full meal with your machine. Whether they're in a time crunch for lunch or are working overtime in the evening, you offer a full meal, an entree, a drink, and a dessert, all from the same machine. Some of our favorites are Denny Moore Beef Stew, a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, and a Diet Coke. In fact, we've set this as meal deal number 1 in this machine. Meal deals are an exclusive feature with our machine. They allow you to sell multiple products under one price. Meal deals are used to encourage higher vend amounts through discounted pricing. We've listed the meal deals for this machine right on the front console on this label. Selecting a meal deal is as simple as selecting a single item. I'll swipe a credit card and select meal deal number 1. There's our Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, there's our Diet Coke, and here's our Denny Moore Beef Stew. So in this section, you can vend entrees and side dishes or a variety of larger snacks. You can also vend location-specific items. Let's say your machine is in a tire store. You can vend tire gauges, air fresheners, steering wheel covers, and different types of connectors to hook up an iPod or iPhone to your car's sound system. You can vend local products or anything else you choose. This is your business and you can decide what you'd like to vend. I can tell you that in some cases, the entree section is the deciding factor when a location is considering several different machines. The ability to add entrees, side dishes, and a larger selection of items is very appealing to the location. They also like the upscale appearance of our machine. Now let's take a look at the payment and media console. Payment systems are the heart of a vending machine. You want to make sure you have brand name coin changers and bill acceptors. Most companies do, but one company is using a changer and bill acceptor new to the market. This cuts their cost, but it's not a place where you want to cut corners. Our bill acceptor accepts $1 bills, 5s, 10s, and 20s. You can turn on or off any of these denominations. Most other machines don't need to take 10s or 20s, but with our entree unit, people are putting more money in your machine than in other machines. If you find that people purchasing full meals are using debit or credit cards more than they are cash, you can decide if you want to turn off the acceptance of some of these larger bills. It's just nice to have the flexibility to allow larger bills if and when necessary. Not only is our machine high quality, it's also the most versatile. Let's talk for a minute about cashless vending. The refreshment station is designed to easily add an optional credit and debit card reader. One company is now charging credit card fees on all purchases. They lower the percentage, which sounds appealing, but then they charge that percentage on all vends, including those paid with cash. Since cash is still the most used method, you end up paying more than double the fees. In conjunction with cashless vending, we offer remote machine monitoring. This allows you to receive information daily from each of your machines so you can properly monitor your business. This daily information is incorporated to eManage, our proprietary vending management software, which is a standard part of our program and comes at no additional cost. Through the combination of remote machine monitoring and eManage, you'll know how your machines are performing, how this affects your net and gross revenue, and even what products you would need to take to fill up your machine if you were to service it that day. No other vending company does what we do with remote machine monitoring. Some don't offer it at all, and others supply only a brief weekly report. And we've placed the card reader antenna securely inside the machine, eliminating issues of vandalism. Other companies place it outside the machine on top. With it just being attached by a magnetic base, it's pretty vulnerable to vandalism. If it's damaged or stolen, you can't run credit or debit cards and you don't get any remote machine information. So inside the machine is much safer. Let's keep talking about technology. This is one of the smart cards you'll receive if you add Smartware Pro to your order. This card has changed the face of vending. Smartware Pro allows you to change settings for each of your machine right from your computer, download those settings onto the smart card, and then update your machine in a few seconds by inserting the smart card into the machine. Smartware Pro is where you set up your meal deals and make any price changes. You can set up discounted vend pricing and even free vends based on days of the week and times of day. You may have a company that rewards their employees who work extra hours. For example, you can set up the machine in that location to automatically provide a 50% discount after 6 p.m. on weekdays and to give free vends on weekends. You provide the company with the vend report from eManage and they pay you for those vends. Smartware Pro also allows you to set up lottery mode, which is a great feature in a new location. For example, you can set up the machine to give a free vend every 50th customer. After the product is vended, they'll receive their money back and a message will be displayed congratulating them on winning a free vend. Later you can change to a free vend every 75 customers, then every 100, or any number that you choose. Once the machine has been on location for a while, you can turn off lottery mode, but some distributors decide to keep it on permanently. Giving free VINs really gets people talking and helps a machine get off to a great start. By the way, the message they see for the free VIN, like every message they see on your machine, is completely customizable. SmartWare Pro also allows you to set up the days and times for energy saving mode. If your machine is in an office building and no one works overnight, you can set up the machine to stop cooling the drinks after a certain time, say 6 p.m. Then you can set the time you want the compressor to go back to regular cooling mode, say 6 a.m. If no one will be buying drinks for 12 hours, there's no need to waste the electricity to cool unnecessarily. This is a great selling point to a potential location, and some new state laws require an energy-saving mode on vending machines. There are many other features of SmartWare Pro, but I'll tell you about just one more. This is the lockout feature. With this feature, you can set the days and times that the machine will lock out, when it will not accept payment for any VINs at all. There are several applications for this feature, but the most common is in public schools. A new federal law prohibits the sale of soda during the lunch hour. Schools who violate this rule are fined 75 cents per student for every day the machine was not locked out. Schools are really scrambling to find machines with a lockout feature. Our machine meets this requirement already. Our machines also provide for the display of calorie information on products. This will be a requirement if the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare goes into full effect. I've talked about payment systems. Let me tell you about the media portion of the console. This is our optional media link system. Having a 7-inch LCD screen is not only cool, but it also helps generate additional revenue. A local gym may pay you a monthly fee to play their TV commercial on the machine you have in an office building nearby. Local businesses are always looking for new ways to get their products or services in front of people, and you offer that opportunity. MediaLink can be set up to run continuously or using the built-in motion sensor. Most people use the motion sensor feature where a video starts playing as soon as someone walks up to the machine. MediaLink can be used as a revenue stream or as a way to secure larger locations where you can offer the company the ability to have informational or safety videos play on the screen. I've inserted a flash drive with one of our instructional machine setup videos on it. Earlier, I had the motion sensor feature disabled, but I've turned it back on for a minute so that you can see the video. This video shows you how to properly load snacks in your machine. By the way, we chose not to make MediaLink a touchscreen. Doing so would have meant moving it way down to get below the 48-inch ADA requirement. Video should play at eye level and not at waist level. Now, you may not have heard very much about the mobile wallet or Google Wallet, but it will soon dramatically change the vending industry and really consumer purchases in general. It involves making credit card purchases using your mobile phone with no need for a physical credit card. The race is on to see who will introduce the concept first. Google, Microsoft, BlackBerry, and ISIS are all working on being the first to fully launch mobile wallet technology. ISIS, a joint venture between AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon, have chosen Salt Lake City, Utah as their test market, so we'll be able to watch this process up close since it's our local market. Once the mobile wallet protocols are in place, you'll be able to make a vending purchase with your smartphone. Mobile commerce will require three components: the protocol, which is what ISIS and the others are working on, the reader that can process near-field communication technology, and the vending machine's ability to work with the near-field reader. The reader has been completed and the hardware and software on our machine are ready to accept them. We're ready now. I hope I haven't gone into too much detail in this overview. I'm excited about the technology that we can offer that no one else can provide. Sometimes I get a little carried away. Our vending company comparison chart will help you do an apples-to-apples comparison with other machines. Now, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.